Megatherium, commonly known as the giant ground sloth, was an extraordinary prehistoric creature that roamed South America during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 2 million to 10,000 years ago. As one of the largest land mammals to ever exist, Megatherium could reach lengths of 20 feet and weigh up to 4 tons. Despite its massive size, this herbivore was primarily a slow-moving grazer, feeding on leaves, plants, and branches. Unlike modern tree-dwelling sloths, Megatherium lived on the ground, using its powerful limbs and large, curved claws to pull down branches and strip foliage. Its thick, sturdy bones supported its immense weight, allowing it to stand on its hind legs to reach higher vegetation. Fossil evidence indicates that Megatherium lived in small herds and may have had a social structure. The extinction of this giant, likely caused by a combination of human hunting and climate change, marks the end of a unique chapter in Earth's history. The woolly mammoth, Mammothus primigenius, was a remarkable prehistoric creature that roamed the vast, icy landscapes of Europe, North America, and Asia during the Pleistocene epoch, from around 400,000 to 4,000 years ago. Closely related to modern elephants, woolly mammoths stood about 10 to 12 feet tall and weighed up to 6 tons. Their most distinctive features were their long, curved tusks and thick, shaggy coats of fur, which helped them survive the harsh conditions of the Ice Age. Woolly mammoths were herbivores, feeding on grasses, shrubs, and other vegetation. Their massive tusks, which could reach up to 15 feet in length, were used for digging through snow to find food and for defense against predators like saber-toothed cats. They traveled in herds, much like modern elephants, and exhibited social behaviors. The extinction of the woolly mammoth, likely caused by climate change and human hunting, marks the end of an iconic species that once ruled the planet's frozen landscapes. The Irish elk, Megaloceros giganteus, was a magnificent and awe-inspiring species of deer that roamed across Europe and parts of Asia during the late Pleistocene, from about 400,000 to 8,000 years ago. Despite its name, the Irish elk was not exclusive to Ireland nor closely related to modern elk, but rather a giant deer species. Standing up to 7 feet tall at the shoulders, its most striking feature was its enormous antlers, which could span up to 12 feet from tip to tip, making them the largest antlers of any known deer species. These majestic antlers were likely used in display and combat among males during mating season. The Irish elk was a grazer, feeding on grasses and other vegetation in open woodlands and plains. Its extinction, thought to be caused by a combination of climate change and habitat loss at the end of the last ice age, marks the loss of one of Earth's most extraordinary creatures. The moa was an extraordinary flightless bird that once inhabited New Zealand, thriving until its extinction around 600 years ago. These unique creatures included several species, with the largest, Dinornis asterisk, reaching heights of up to 12 feet and weighing over 500 pounds. Moas were herbivores, feeding on leaves, twigs, and other vegetation in New Zealand's forests, grasslands, and shrublands. Unlike other birds, moas lacked even rudimentary wings, relying entirely on their powerful legs for movement. These massive birds played a crucial role in the island's ecosystem, shaping the vegetation through their grazing. Their only natural predator was the Haast's eagle, a giant bird of prey. Unfortunately, moas were driven to extinction within a few centuries of human arrival in New Zealand, as they were heavily hunted for food and their habitats were destroyed. The moa's extinction is a stark reminder of the impact human activity can have on biodiversity. The auroch, Bos primigenius, was an incredible and powerful ancestor of modern domestic cattle, roaming across Europe, Asia, and North Africa for thousands of years before its extinction in the early 17th century. Standing up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing over 1,500 pounds, the auroch was a large and imposing animal with long, curved horns and a muscular build. These herbivores thrived in a variety of environments, from dense forests to open plains, and played a crucial role in shaping the ecosystems they inhabited through grazing. Aurochs were admired for their strength and resilience, often featuring prominently in ancient cave art, symbolizing power and survival. Despite their significance, they were hunted intensively, and their populations dwindled due to habitat loss as human agricultural practices expanded. The last known auroch died in Poland in 1627, marking the end of a species that once dominated the ancient world's landscapes.